Hello, welcome to the channel and Merry Christmas to you all. I am here today to watch one of my all-time favourite Christmas movies, Love Actually. I'm so keen to watch this. For me, it isn't really Christmas until I've watched this, and I've been putting it off so that I can do a reaction to it. I'm here with my Santa hat, which has a really pathetic pom-pom that looks like a saggy sheep testicle. I got myself a little white Russian.
A white Russian? Oh, for God's sake.
There's a lot of vodka in that. I absolutely love Love Actually. I just can't wait to watch it, so let's go. I'm gonna have to try my best not to quote the movie.
State of the world. I think about the arrivals gate at Heathrow Airport. If you look for it, I've got a sneaky feeling you'll find that love actually is all around.
I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Bill Nye is such a legend. Not to be mistaken with Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Fuck, wank, bugger, shitting, arse, head and hole.
Christmas is all around me. Look how buzzing he is that he got it right. Come on and let it snow.
This is shit, isn't it?
Yep, solid gold shit, Maestro.
The soundtrack of this movie is top tier.
Did I mention that I love you?
Yes, you did. Get out, loser.
And we have a Christmas widower. Liam Neeson. Every Christmas movie has a widower.
Doesn't mean I'm not terribly concerned that your wife just died. There was more than one lobster present at the birth of Jesus.
Duh.
Try my lovely nuts. Morning, my future wife.
I love all the little ways that the stories tie into each other as well. I think this is my favourite storyline. Oh, there they are. I am in the very small minority. I actually feel kind of sorry for Andrew Lincoln's character in this movie. Everyone hates him, and I understand why, but he doesn't deserve the hate he gets. We'll talk about it later. There's also the debate of, is Hugh Grant a Tory or is he Labour?
I had an uncle called Terence once. Hated him. I think he was a pervert, but I very much like the look of you. You could have said fuck and then we'd have been in real trouble.
Thank you, sir.
I did have an awful premonition I was going to fuck up on my first day. I still find it really random that Martine McCutcheon is in this movie at all, but I also love it. I wonder what she's up to these days. I haven't seen Martine McCutcheon in a long time.
Husband and wife.
There's nothing you can do
that can't be done. Oh,
That woman in front of Colin Firth was not happy. She wasn't enjoying it.
I'm naked and I want you at least twice before Jamie gets home.
These hoes ain't loyal.
I feel like that situation there is probably the future situation of the Keira Knightley, Andrew Lincoln. I've forgotten the name of the husband, the guy that's in Doctor Strange. I don't know. I feel like that situation is in their future.
Looks like a dead baby's finger. And Colin, by the way.
Nancy.
Wicked.
I'm a cook.
Ever do weddings?
Yes, I do.
I should have asked you to do this one.
They did.
American girls would seriously dig me with my cute British accent.
You don't have a cute British accent. Yes, I do.
I thought I was never going to make it here today.
The casting of these two is just incredible. Whoever did the casting for these two is a genius. Like nude body stand-in doubles, and it's Martin Freeman and Stacey from Gavin and Stacey. Genius. It's the humping. Oh, then we go to this.
I should bring Claudia Schiffer as my date to the funeral.
How is Claudia Schiffer in this movie if he makes a reference to Claudia Schiffer?
Through the immortal genius of the Bay City rulers.
Bye, baby, bye, bye. Aww, that's So sad.
Do you love him?
What?
I think if this movie was made today, that would be the storyline here. He would be in love with his friend, not his friend's wife.
I think it all hangs in the next song.
Oh, I guess they'll never know.
Sarah's waiting for you.
Here she is, the villain of the movie. I wish Alan Rickman was my boss. R.I.P. Ledge.
Oh dear me.
How
How are the mighty fallen? I could safely put my hand up my arse and say that is the worst record I've heard.
Oh, Billy, welcome back to the airwaves.
I feel like I'm the
New
only
Christmas
person in
single
existence
cover of Love
to remember this. I almost feel like I made it up in my head. There used to be a TV show on kids' TV that was called Stupid, and he played the king.
Orchestrated by me, King Stupid. The best shag you ever had.
Britney Spears.
Wow.
An old ex-heroin addict searching for a comeback at any price. He's stuck in some dingy flat with my manager, Joe. the
Ugliest
ugliest
man in the world.
Find my
Festering turd of a record. Oh, my cheeks hurt.
Thanks very much. Thanks. Natalie. You're the Prime Minister, for God's sake.
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, I like Ken. I can't understand why he's not married though.
Look at his head bouncing.
Pleasure. It's lovely to find someone I can actually chat to.
Thank you.
Oh, well.
I love how by reversing typical relationship, they show how deep it is. Like normal relationships, it's seeing each other naked and the sex. I love how in this story it's completely reversed, because the fact that like sex and intimacy is their job, it kind of removes that and it makes them be able to have conversations and genuinely get to know each other and like each other for each other without having this sort of overhang of sexual tension. And I just think their storyline is really pure and believable because of that.
Kamoli, I'd advise the girls to avoid Kevin if they want their breasts unfondled.
There's always one in the office.
I'd just be hanging around the mistletoe, hoping to be kissed.
Don't do it, Alan.
The age of 11.
Did you know that Thomas Brodie Sangster in real life is 5 years younger than Keira Knightley? These two people are 5 years apart in age. One is playing an 11-year-old, the other is playing a married woman. What?
Truth is,
Actually,
I'm in love.
You're a bit young to be in love.
no.
No.
Oh, okay.
I just love the relationship between Liam Neeson and Thomas Brodie Sangster in this. It's so pure. Oh, I almost forgot about Colin Firth. I haven't seen you in a while, boo.
Alone again.
I refuse to believe anyone actually uses a typewriter. Just get a laptop.
It's not much to know.
Where do you live, for instance? You live with your husband, boyfriend?
No, I've just split up with my boyfriend actually, so I'm back with my mum and dad for a while. He said I was getting fat.
I beg your pardon?
He said no one's going to fancy a girl with thighs the size of big tree trunks.
There's a lot of references to Martine McCutcheon being fat in this movie, which she clearly isn't.
You have this kind of problem? Yeah, of course you did, you saucy minx.
Oh, that just makes me think he's a Tory, because only a Tory would have a painting of Margaret Thatcher and call her a saucy minx. I fucking love Ant and Dec. Absolute national treasures.
Yeah, I saw them on the show last
Blue!
week. Very nice about
I'm actually going to go and see Blue live in concert in like 2 days. If I get any good footage, I will put it in right here.
Yes, I have Antordec. It's a personalised.
Ant or Dec.
Have you seen Love Actually?
I wish I was in Blue, because Blue all have big willies.
Don't buy drugs. Become a pop star and they give you them for free.
Actually, they're not funny. They're art.
No, they're funny.
Mark?
Hi. How was the honeymoon?
Oh, see, look how uncomfortable he is talking to her.
So, what can I do for you?
Just wondered if I could look at your stuff.
Oh, no, look,
at
to
your
be honest,
stuff.
I didn't really, you know.
Please. All I want is just one shot of me in a wedding dress that isn't bright turquoise.
Must go.
Right, this is why I personally don't think that Andrew Lincoln's character deserves the absolute hate he gets. Like, I understand it's like a really morally grey storyline, but put yourself in his shoes. Imagine if you were like in love with someone and that person was like your best friend's partner. It's not like he's flirting with her and talking to her and trying to initiate like an affair or anything. I mean, we'll discuss that scene when we get to that scene. He avoids her, he doesn't speak to her, he actively lets her think that he hates her. Like, he's not as bad as people think he is. He is actually actively trying to stay away from her. If anyone is the bad person in this storyline, it's Keira Knightley. Argue with the wall.
Full of dark corners, fool. Doing dark deeds.
I hate her so much. I hate her so much.
She's Aurelia.
Bonjour, Aurelia.
Bonjour.
I love how they depict their relationship in this movie, but realistically, how much can you build a bond with someone when you can't speak to them? I'm sure it's possible. For me personally, part of my love language and what I really love in romance stories is people's conversation and wit and banter, and you couldn't have that if you don't speak the same language as someone.
Oh, shut up. Oh, Natalie. Hi.
Morning, man. How's your day so far? Goodness, it's a pretty little son of a bitch right there. Did you see those pipes?
Yeah, no, she's...
Sad thing is, this is definitely how like politicians talk to each other. When Trump and Boris were meeting, that's probably what their conversations were. Hi. I've always been very confused as to what happens here, so I'm going to pay attention.
It's great scotch.
Yeah, I mean, to me, she didn't do anything. It was just, she took his drink in and he immediately was on her and she was uncomfortable and it was harassment and she didn't really feel like she could be like, get off me when she's in number 10 and it's the President of the United States. Old white men in power, eh? Don't you just love them? This bit's good for the movie, but it would never happen in real life.
I fear that this has become a bad relationship.
Can you imagine?
Churchill, the Beatles, Sean Connery, Harry Potter.
Colonisation, slavery.
And the president should be prepared for that.
And now the US and Britain are at war.
Have you gone completely insane?
I love how
You can't be
these
sensible all the time.
the characters just get sort of randomly introduced to be linked. Like, you don't know that that's her sister. We actually, if you're watching this for the first time, don't yet know that she's married to Alan Rickman until...
Sister, it does put your life into rather
Right
harsh
now.
perspective. What did my brother do?
Yeah.
Iconic. This is what I mean. Who's using a typewriter? So impractical. I mean, it's a plot device for the coming scene, but it's your own fault, Colin Firth.
Thank you.
I know. I knew this.
Oh God, she's in.
Just stop.
What's the point getting it? He's not going to be able to read it, and it's in the wrong order. I really must do copies. Just get a normal computer.
Romance?
Yes, it's,
You just feel that there's a lot of respect between them.
It's my favorite time of day. Driving you.
É a parte mais triste do meu dia.
Oh, so cute. Oh, okay. Look, he's just minding his own business, not getting involved with his friend's wife. It's Keira Knightley that comes knocking on his door.
And off you bye.
No, thanks. Busy.
Well, I was just passing.
Like, he's actively trying to get rid
Might
of her.
check that video.
He's doing his best to not make the situation worse.
I know you've never particularly warmed to me. No, don't argue.
Look how uncomfortable he is.
Peter and Juliet's wedding. Do you think we might be on the right track?
I mean, he was a fool to do that. I also think he could have filmed her, but he probably should have done general filming as well to, you know, at least try and be subtle about it. So yes, I'll admit he was stupid with the filming at the wedding.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Look at him, he doesn't know what to do with himself. He's like, oh, fuck me. Here it is.
I look quite pretty. You've stayed rather close, haven't you?
Oh, I just feel really sorry for him, and everyone hates him, which makes me feel even more sorry for him. He's quite a good videographer, to be fair. Look, he's even gone through the effort to put these clips in slow motion. Like, that's just an awful situation to be in. It's awful for both of them. It's awful for every person involved, and I honestly don't think it's anyone's fault. They're all of me.
Look, I gotta get to a lunch.
Oh, this is the most iconic bit of the movie. When Dido comes on. See, I feel so sorry for him here. I've seen so many like TikToks and other reactions where people just hate him. They're like, oh, he's in love with his best mate's wife, what a dick. And it's like, you can't help who you fall in love with, and he's actively trying to stay away from her. This is how you would react if what just happened to you. You'd just be like, I don't know what to do, and you just leave the house, and you would just be like, ah! in the middle of the street. Justice for Andrew Lincoln.
The chubby girl?
Would we call her chubby?
I think there's a pretty sizable ass there, yes, sir.
She's not fat, but I mean, obviously Hugh Grant could have called her out a bit more for that, but he did. He was like, would we call her chubby? And we do have to remember this is the early noughties where, you know, fat jokes were still very much in. He just sat there staring at a picture of his dead wife.
She's not my girl. And she's going back to America.
I can't believe how much of a child he is, and he's only 5 years younger than Keira Knightley. It honestly blows my mind.
Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes closed.
We're flying, Jack. I feel like you can't stop on that road. I mean, it's a single yellow. Whoa, yeah, shoot your shot, babe. He's so iconic. I love him. Oh, that made my lips so wet.
And I thought maybe if I was in the band and played absolutely superbly, there's a chance that she might...
Absolutely superbly. Oh my god, I swear the Sugar Babes is on.
Look into my eyes, I go out of my mind. I can't see anything. Baby, I'm too lost in you. I'm too lost in you.
Any chance of a dance with the boss?
Why is she dressed as the fucking devil? It's not even a costume party.
Looking very pretty.
I can't even concentrate on this scene because they're playing the Sugar Babes.
It's all for you, Sarah.
Does she actually genuinely like Alan Rickman? Like, she's got to be into him a little bit, you know, in order to genuinely go through with the affair. But is it genuine? Is she genuinely like, I could spend the rest of my life with this man? I really, really think I'm into him. Or is she just bored and doing it for, like, her own sense of ego? Like, is she just like, I'm going to have an affair with my boss because I think I can? Oh, she's such a hoe.
Some more than others.
The soundtrack in this movie is so good. You won't know the difference. She's so buzzing. Bless her.
Just, would you excuse me for 1 second?
Sure.
Just, Okay, that's done.
What does he think she did? Go and fart around the corner? I love how they just get straight down to business. There's no, do you want a drink? We know what you came for. Just don't answer the phone.
Hello?
Like, I know she feels guilty and obligated to answer the phone, but it's just like, don't answer the phone.
My brother, he's not well. He calls a lot.
Will it make him better?
No, it won't. It won't make him better, so don't answer it. At the same time, he doesn't really have a right to tell her not to answer.
No, I'm not busy.
Nurses are trying to kill me.
Nobody's trying to kill you, babe.
I've watched this movie so many times. Whenever I've watched it, I always assumed that her brother was ill, as in he'd always been ill, like he was special needs, basically. It was only actually when I was watching it last year that I kind of realised her brother's not always been ill. Her brother has suddenly become ill, and it's clearly mental health. Like, you hear these stories where literally it like happens overnight, people are fine, and then they wake up the next day and they've got really, really severe like paranoia and schizophrenia. And I think that's actually what's happened to her brother here. But I remember the last time I watched this movie, like, that occurred to me, and it really changed my perception of this story and why she'd care so much to answer a phone, because it's a recent illness, not a lifelong illness. Like, this storyline is so much sadder to me now than it used to be.
Are you gonna get me something? Looking forward to it.
Don't, Alan. Don't take the bait.
I don't want something I need. I want something I want. Something pretty.
Right.
Put your 3310 away, Alan, and get a grip. Oh, it's not even a nice necklace.
Oh, you won't regret it, sir.
Want a bit?
Short as a sprig of holly.
No bloody
holly.
But sir,
Leave it, just leave it.
God, he's not even in America yet. It's been a while since we've seen Colin. It is chock-a-block full of condoms.
You don't fancy going for a Christmas drink, do you? I mean...
No, that would be lovely.
Oh, great.
Oh no, this is where she finds the necklace.
Here
comes Colin Frisell.
And he's got a big knob.
Oh my God.
Are you from England? I love how fast his plan pays off.
He's from England.
Make it real, or else we'll give
Aside,
it
ladies.
Didn't listen to any of that scene because they're playing Santana in the back.
Bottle.
Which means we would be naked.
You haven't met Harriet.
There's a fourth one.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, and then you're gonna break my heart. Oh, just don't do it to yourself, Emma Thompson, please.
It's a CD.
So you buy the slut from your office a £270 necklace and you buy your wife CDs she probably already has. Oh, Alan!
Alan!
Okay, so again, I think 'cause I was a child and didn't really make these connections, but I never associated this with anything other than she was trying on the necklace she got given. And again, a few years ago when I watched this, I suddenly realised she's in her underwear, her bed is unmade, and she has the necklace. So is the implication that Alan Rickman went round? They did rude things and he gave her the necklace. And she's still lying in the unmade bed. He gave her the necklace and some D.
These hoes ain't loyal, no they ain't.
That is a woman who knows how to cry then go out in public. Because she's not wiping, she's dabbing.
I really don't know love.
Just in case anyone out there is lucky enough to not have had to do that. If you ever need to cry and then go out pretending you haven't cried, dab, don't wipe.
And they shake their heads. Well, something's lost. But something.
Another thing about romance is people only get together right at the very end.
Of course.
Little Thomas Brodie Sangster understands how to write a love story.
It's Billy Mack.
Either I could behave like a real rock and roll loser and get drunk with my fat manager, or...
It's for you, babe.
I saw a TikTok the other day talking about how in this scene all you can do is stare at that woman with the spiky hair, and it's so true. She's always who I'm looking at in this scene.
Well, good night.
They're so pure. I love them.
Okay.
Oh. I love them. They might be my favourite.
Man's got to do what a man's got to do.
I hope his brother's not there.
I hate Uncle Jamie. I hate...
Oh, his brother was at the back. His brother was actually there. No wonder he's off. You want to spend Christmas with his brother. He just caught his brother shagging his girlfriend. Look there, his brother's at the back. No wonder he's leaving.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
These two have a real problem with communication. They didn't tell each other they liked each other, and now they're just going to accept that they can't be in a relationship because she answered the phone a couple of times. Why don't you just actually go on a date? Okay, here we go. We've got the controversial scene. Look at those low-rise jeans. Stop trying to bring those back, Gen Z.
It's carol singers.
The question is, what was he planning on doing if Peter answered the door? I understand why people hate this scene, and it's definitely not the appropriate thing to do. You know, this was very premeditated. He had to really think this through. He had to write the cards, cut out the pictures. What he should have done was just called her or gone out to coffee with her and just had a conversation, just say like, yes, I am into you, which is why it's not appropriate for us to talk to each other or hang out. Okay, so yeah, he definitely shouldn't have done that, should he? That was too far. I think another reason why I'm not as mad at this storyline is, if you watched my reaction to The Holiday, you will know there's just something about unrequited love stories that are really, really like resonate and appeal to me. I love the complexity of like heartbreak and emotion that comes with unrequited love. Should he have done this? No. That was a bad judgment call. I'll admit that. But in general, he's not a bad person. You know, he's walking away, he doesn't... I genuinely don't think he does expect anything of this. It's Keira Knightley's fault for running after him and kissing him.
These hoes ain't loyal. Yeah, yeah. Might be that the people I love is in fact you. But you turn out to be the fucking love of my life. Come on, let's get pissed and watch porn.
If you can't say it at Christmas, when can you, eh? I'm actually yours, with love. You're Natalie.
Oh, God. It's the longest street in the world.
Ah, hello. Does Natalie live here?
No, she doesn't.
Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, deep and crisp and even.
Sorry to disturb. Does Natalie live here?
No.
Ugh.
She lives next door.
She's just shagged your brother-in-law.
Is Natalie it?
Oh, where the fuck is my fucking coat?
It is a lot of legs, David.
Give you a lift, and then we can talk about this state business in the car.
I think about you all the time, actually. And I think you're the man that I really love.
Oh, wow.
John's been very mysterious. Where did you two meet?
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing I need.
She's got so much sparkle on. Hair, face, clothes. Why does she point at him like that? The absolute tease. Why does it remind me of when Matt Hancock was caught kissing that woman?
Tell me, if you were in my position,
I love how
what would
casually
you
she just
do?
gets into it.
Bought a gold necklace and come Christmas gave it to somebody else. Would you stay, knowing life would always be a little bit worse? Or would you cut and run? Darling! Oh, darling!
God, they're such good actors.
What is that word?
Like, I obviously hate Alan Rickman in this movie for what he's done to Emma Thompson, but like, you do feel for him there, where he like realises what he's done. Just such good acting.
Let's do it. Let's go get the shit kicked out of us by love.
Yes. My fault.
No, it really wasn't.
They make this movie so meta by putting her in as the love interest.
You know.
Don't be such an arse.
Their relationship's so pure. I love it.
A pedir as mars de sua filha. Eu falar da outra filha, Aurelia.
To let the boy say goodbye to the love of his life.
No.
No.
Yes. No, I must have left them where I was having a cup of coffee.
There's no way they wouldn't catch him.
Joanna.
He did nothing. Nothing. I feel like they'd get in more trouble than just him being put back through security.
Bonita Aurelia. Casar comigo.
That will be nice.
Yes.
Yes.
This being my answer.
You learned English?
Just in cases.
Just in cases. He's really good at doing climactic romantic kisses in movies, Colin Firth. Like the kiss at the end of Bridget Jones's Diary is so good. He just acts really passionately in love when he does movie kisses.
This is Aurelia, this is Juliet, this is Peter. Hi. Oh, Mark, hi. I didn't see that. Yeah, I just thought I'd tag along.
Jamie's friend.
That's sus. Just thought I'd tag along. It's never really confirmed what happens here. I think we're meant to assume that they're working through things.
What are you two doing?
I love how everyone's interconnected.
Might get a shag at last.
So they're engaged and they haven't had sex yet.
This is Harriet.
This storyline's really ridiculous. I love it though.
Real friendly.
He's real friendly.
Hello, gorgeous.
God, you liar.
Okay. He's still the Prime Minister and that's super inappropriate. I just love that movie. It's one of those movies I've always just assumed that everyone loves because everyone I sort of know in real life loves that movie. But lately on the internet, I just see people sort of giving that movie hate and shade, and I mean, everyone's open to their own opinion. But for me, it's just, I love it so much. I love how they're all intertwined. I love the differences in the relationships. Like I love how you have the platonic father and stepson relationship. You have things like new budding relationships. You have marriages going through tough times. A relationship between brother and sister, boss and employee. I just think it's so good. The casting is so good, the soundtrack is incredible, and it just makes me feel so Christmassy. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas if you're celebrating. If you don't celebrate, then I hope you have a very, very lovely Sunday, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Bye!